strong in the Lord and never give up hope. You're gonna do great things.
Welcome once again to Pastor Tyler's office. I'm Pastor Tyler, and I apologize for not having any new videos the last couple weeks. It's been kind of crazy around here, but we're going to keep on. We've been going through Dick Gibson's list of 55 ways to show that you care. We are on number 21, so hopefully if you haven't seen the first few videos, you should go back and check those out. We go through 5 different ways at a time and just kind of dissect those a little bit and go from there. And so, number 21, 55 ways to show that you care, to students especially, is to encourage them to try new experiences. Now, new stuff is terrifying. We like to stick with what's comfortable. And students are the same way. If they've gone to a specific camp their entire life, if you bring a new thing to their plate, it might be a little intimidating. Why would I want to spend my money there when I could keep going to the same camp that I've been going to? And what I would have to say is this: if you keep doing the same things that you've been doing this entire time, you're going to continue to get the same results that you've been getting this entire time. So if the student is happy, if parents are happy, if everybody's happy with the results that they're getting, you know, let them go to that camp or whatever. If they want something a little different, if they want a different outlook, a different challenge, then maybe it's time to go to a different camp. Maybe it's time to go to a conference. Maybe it's time to go to some sort of retreat. Maybe it's time to do something different. Because different experiences give us a fuller picture of life. If we stick with just the same thing, then 9 times out of 10 we're only seeing this much of the world. So you need to kind of broaden your horizons a little bit. Don't be afraid to try new things. Number 22 on the list is to expect the best from them, but be willing to accept them as they are. Especially in today's school systems, it seems like the level of expectations have just dropped and dropped and dropped and dropped and dropped. And what we need to try and do is to raise those expectations a little bit. Now, I realize not everybody learns the same way. I realize not everybody grows the same way or at the same rate. But if we raise the expectations, then students who are able to meet those expectations feel challenged instead of feeling dumb, and students who maybe have trouble don't settle for being below what they could be. Everybody's been given such great potential, and it seems like it's just a regular common thing for everybody to just be meh. Mediocre is the new excellent. And I think it's time that we as leaders, as parents, as students who are watching this, it's time that we bump things up. We need to kick it up a notch, because frankly our society is plummeting. We are falling way behind everybody else, and it's just not acceptable. Number 23. Clip and send newspaper articles that you find about them. Now, used to be, when I was a student, our little hometown newspaper would have all sorts of things that happened at the school. My brother and I were pretty fairly involved in different things, and so anytime something would come up, it was clipped and put in a photo album, you know, and that was really nice for us. It gave us a sense of accomplishment, a sense of pride, a sense that, hey, you know, this is pretty cool, this is important. And if you notice that somebody has done something, whether it's a girls' soccer team, hey, they went to state, you know, now it might be somebody posts something on Facebook, pictures with them in a trophy, or, you know, something like that. Maybe newspapers are a little outdated. So whatever it is, whether you're liking and commenting a picture on Facebook or whether you're actually clipping a newspaper article, all of those things are really important in telling a student that what you're doing is noticeable. What you're doing is worthwhile. And so we need to try and emphasize those things. Number 24, talk to them about their interests. If I am talking with a student and she is really interested in poetry, and I come up and I start talking to her about baseball, probably we're not going to have that same sort of connection that we would have if I were to talk to her about poetry. I mean, that makes sense. If a student really likes music, you know, mention a new band that you heard, or talk to them, hey, heard so-and-so is going to be in town, heard this group is going to be over at this, you know, at this place, you know, whatever it is. Learn what a student's interests are and talk to them about it. Again, because it will tell the student that what they value is something that you value too. Not only that thing is what you value, but you value them. And so you're going that extra step to connect. And last but not least, number 25, and this is one that has been really important to me, one that I've tried to live out in college and now in ministry as an adult, is to be available. Be available. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to sacrifice all your time at home with your family. That's not the point. The point is when somebody says, I really need to talk, can we talk sometime? Set up a time that you can talk. If somebody texts you and says, hey, I have a question about something, if it's just a text message, text them back, you know. If somebody, you know, whatever it is, if somebody needs a ride, if somebody needs to be picked up, if somebody needs something like that, try to be available. Now at the same time, like I said, keep an eye on the health and stability of your home situation. You don't want to sacrifice your family for the sake of your ministry, because your family is your ministry as well. Your family is awfully important. And while some of us have been blessed with understanding wives or husbands or whatever, you don't want to take advantage of their understanding. You still want to show them that you care, show them that you love them, while still being a good youth minister, a good parent, a good leader. So, that's that. Those are the next 5. Hopefully I can continue doing this on a weekly basis. Summertime is nuts. I'm sure it is for you guys too. But just keep praying for us. We'll get it all taken care of. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And as always, if you have any comments, questions, topics you want to cover, I am free to talk about anything, whether it's a book, whether it's a theological question, whether it's a current issue, whatever the deal is. If you want to talk about something, I will gladly talk about it, because I'm just interested in all that. So thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless. Thanks.
Don't live life in fear. Forgive and forget, but don't forget why you're here. Take your time and pray. These are the words I would say.